Okay. Team not suitable for children or easily disturbed. Okay. Hello and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is actually a horror game which actually surprises me. So yeah, I wanted to play this and find out how it's a horror game. So if you guys do enjoy this, please do like and subscribe for more, and let's get straight into it. Please enter your name. Let's go to zombie. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk to let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe it's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, zombie. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, zombie, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content. Just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die in the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll let you add a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why don't I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I just seen her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if it does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stared blankly at a wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I just have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom when I was spacing out. I looked around and realized I was the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Oh, what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member, and Nezuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or she's cunning as I have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings the classroom door open. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, zombie. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Nezuki. The girls with the sore attitude, whose name is apparently Nezuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Nezuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who apparently comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Nezuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, zombie. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same classroom last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuine feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, zombie. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then I made some tea as well. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentions, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Nezuki and Yuri walk over to the corners of the room where Nezuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Nezuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa. Nezuki lifts the foil of the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The wishers are drawn in icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you're so good at baking, Nezuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori takes with her mouth full and already managed to get icy on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, look for the best angle to take a bite. Nezuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Nezuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on Mizuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returned to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacups in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to her cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... You're insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime of mine, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity of how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy to make something special out of it. If it encourages others to get into literature, then fulfill that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all their efforts to start something brand new. Especially when someone that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow from this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone authentically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by an idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up their level of... What is this? Oh, I can look at what it said already about literature. So Zombie, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Mizuki head suddenly perched up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri tracks the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story to such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds in comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Zuti eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Nazuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club's meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Suri sidles up behind Nazuki and puts her hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute! Nazuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Nazuki averts her eyes. You won't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Nazuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to the readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example for helping and help Nazuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all wait in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Nazuki and Yuri look quizzled at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we can share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfort in each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Zombie? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Suri must have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose train of thought. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Zombie, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend time with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Suri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once again. Zombie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with the mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Nazuki clean up their food. Hey, Zombie. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Suri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Well, high school would have worked. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sari, Mizuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess I'll start with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, so we have to choose words that our favorite person would like. So let's go with our friend, Joy. Maybe dance, cheer, peace. No, that's her. Okay, that's fine. Special, sing, smile, sunny, laugh, play. Pink would be her. Kiss, that's her. Okay. Bed, summer. Okay, I like that word. Fun. Memories. Maybe lucky. Oop. Let's go with heart and dazzle. Oh wait, that's not it. Doki doki. There. Okay. Hi, Gen Zombie. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone's already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Zombie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sari told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan on just coming here to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Mizuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Mizuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Mizuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Zombie always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Zombie can be good friends too. Sari? As usual, Sari seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sari. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sari made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So it's a nice gesture from you. Is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I wouldn't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked you a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked up a book she think I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I authentically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is buried in books. I can't help but notice the intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Mizuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some books Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I should probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sari's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way to show everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Suri's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes. Good thinking. Mizuki would love to do that. You're right. Mizuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details for the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sari is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sari can put her mind to things and make them come out life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes and find Sari's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than I look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gone up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sari, it's written all over you. Sari glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair all sticking out and all around here. I run my fingertip down the side of Sari's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they wouldn't. Nobody's gonna tell... Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sari? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about this, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? That means my boobs don't fit her. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel so strange to see Sari's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sari hazily unbuttoned her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sari puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't have a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Mantra suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Zombie, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound authentic, but Sari still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since we really never done anything like this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sari and Mantra authentically pull out their poems. Sari is a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from the spiritual notebook. On the other hand, Mantra wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Mantra's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Mizuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, we're gonna stop episode 1 here. So if you guys did enjoy this game, I still don't get how it's a horror game though. Please do like and subscribe for more. Have a good day, and as always, bye bye.